Okay, he is just business people. They want to expect future, technology for chatbot.
Actually, for chatbot, there is a vast, there is a many things that we can do much more about chatbots. Like for example, chatbots can replace receptionists and the people who are usually because many company are actually using chatbot to leverage to give the task, the simple task to this kind of chatbot. For
You mean
example,
replacing clerical work
yeah,
from work, simple work. Like I will going to get what the name of that robot? I will going to get robot. What the name? Pepper. Okay, I will going to get Pepper. You know Pepper?
Yes.
No? Oh, do you know Pepper? Okay, I'll get Pepper from Funabashi-san. What he's talking about, I'm going to get Pepper and I'm going to teach him how to create, my case is not greeting. Just this before just starting this session, I'm going to teach him, okay, what about Afghanistan? Okay, he's going to answer for me, and the kind of questions I'm going to train him. This is a kind of chatbot, interactive communication. So we have lots of capability we have. This case is he just writing down the sentences, but instead of sentences, he can speak out the question. Okay, I'm going to ask you several questions. Why don't you answer? This is usually most popular is chatbot, but his case is writing down description, narratives, and instead of narratives, just voice was coming out or just narratives. This is vice versa. But what is more capability do we have?
actually, if you, because mine is quite simple actually.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so if you, we should have, he actually have a lot more to show you. Maybe you can see him after this presentation because he has a lot more. He
Do
has,
you have something else?
yeah, he have a lot more different things that you can show. He can show.
No, well, okay, just this we're going later. But first discussion issues is what kind of capability do we have for the using the kind of advanced technology like deep learning or non-SQL, non-SQL database, and some kind of technology. If you're going to use it, what kind of opportunity do we have?
It's much easier because usually the aim for this kind of technology is to reduce work by people. So by using this technology, we can just give them the machine to do the work. Like for this, some like this, usually we can reduce the time to process this kind of mark, right, based on the original one, based on the paper survey. There have to be someone who mark everything and count all the things. This so when you have this kind of system, the people can you can just directly get the mark and answers, so you don't have to ask someone to do it.
You mean by manual?
Manually, so you don't have to do it manually anymore. This kind of,
Okay.
so we aim to delegate simple tasks to
Like
other
the one example is doctor check.
people. Hi.
Okay, doctor check. If you're going to a health exam and give you the checklist and you're going to take in checklist and then doctor will ask you several questions. Instead of doing that, this is a computer will go ask you questions. This is just narratives, but usually voice is coming from the questionnaires.
Okay, understand. So as he mentioned, technology-wise, he said it's new technologies, and then I may need to ask basic question to catch up the discussion. Unusa said that sometimes the development environment is based on the SQL server, but what he's doing is not based on that, but based on fire something.
Firebase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, yeah.
program the development environment of applying that new technologies what does it make some difference?
Oh, okay. This is, for example, Firebase is different from the other SQL. Firebase is you can put in the data any kind in sequence, whatever you want. Just put it image or picture, or the letters, movies, everything get together, all in combined. We can put in the data.
Does it mean that the SQL server doesn't allow to be?
I don't know. Maybe they no. Just Firebase is more performance efficient. Do you know what the difference among the SQL?
I'll tell you.
Come here, just voices. No, here, closer. Speak here.
Hi, good morning. The the main difference between Firebase and SQL is Firebase is a real-time database, and SQL is not a real-time database.
Real time, okay.
The second difference is SQL. Firebase is no SQL database. It is JSON based. So it can get interacted by just providing a JSON request. But with SQL, you have to maintain a connection between the two, between your app and the database. So that's why we use.
They don't understand JSON.
JSON.
Text file.
JSON means some kind of the dictionary. Dictionary means a key and a value. Means JSON can be written as if I want to send names of 10 people, so I can just write name. Name will be my key, and there will be a list of names like Uno-san, Fayaz, Vishrut, Kimoto-san, Yano-san, all will be adjacent to name. So that will be a JSON format of a file. So that JSON format can be used with Firebase, and JSON is highly acceptable among all the frameworks. That's why we use people use Firebase, because it's real time and it's JSON acceptable.
I think this is real time and no interpreter. Direct update. He said JSON, direct update. So it means more quick, more concurrent update. Just put in data and immediately just database is reflected the content. So this is Firebase.
Okay. Does it mean again that we cannot create this kind of application based on?
No, just direct. Yeah, direct. We can operate it. Of course, we can directly input. Yes.
So we can not make this kind of function on the application, for example, the chatbot.
Oh, of course, we can make application, but direct update. We don't need additional coding.
Oh, we cannot make it update
No.
in real time based on SQL server.
He said JSON means direct, maintenance update. This is right.
In SQL, you can also do that, but it will take another request for SQL to update. So it becomes a little slow. If we are talking about million requests, then it becomes a lot slow. But if we are talking about some request, like it depends on the traffic your chatbot is getting. If it's getting a lot of chatbot, small delay with every SQL request can make a lot of difference. So that's why we use Firebase, because with Firebase that small delay is cut off, because it does not have to wait for SQL response. It's real time. So that's why we use Firebase.
Yeah, it won't be quick enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So today my objective is, those two is young people, and they study a lot. So I want to exchange opinion. What business capability do we have? And he showed one example, but this is a simple one. But don't thinking about this is a tiny bit. I think we have big opportunity. We will consider in future. This is not what I'm doing, okay? And I'm doing this. He just coded for JavaScript, but I'm coding Python, okay? And Python coding the same. And this is simple, but actually just exactly the start of AI. Okay, just entry point of AI. and we so-called deep learning. In extending his operation, we have deep learning. So, kind of opportunity do we have? So they just started to study, and simple coding, very simple one, but usually too simple. Oh my, everybody, we can do this. This is very easy thing to do. No. We need to consider technology background. This is technology background they are using most advanced.
Okay, so what else is new on your?
Okay, they're going to do later. Okay, next.
I wanna ask.
Oh, okay, next. Yeah, next is we are switching the actor. Okay.